It is time to begin our first art project of the year. Today we are starting a collaborative school-wide art project. Each student will be creating their own small quilt block that will combine with everyone else's to create one large, amazing school-wide quilt. To make this project work, we have to think like a team of artists. Everyone is getting a blank block and a basket full of printed arcs. The art making part today is simple. All we're really doing is cutting and gluing. But the magic is going to happen when you have to creatively arrange all of your pieces. You can twist, turn, stack, and overlap these shapes to create a unique design. Because this is a massive puzzle that has to fit together on our school walls, we do have a few critical team guidelines to follow. Number 1 is to keep it flat. Your artwork must be completely flat and two-dimensional. No three-dimensional pop-ups, no folding things upward, and no thick layers that stick up. Number 2 is to stay inside your square boundaries. Absolutely nothing can hang off the edge of your square. If a paper arc goes past the border or edge, you must trim it off or fold it over. Number 3 is to honor your color. You will be given either a black square or a white square as your background. Our final masterpiece will be arranged in a giant checkerboard pattern, so it's incredibly important that we have enough of each color to make our final design work. If you and a neighbor want to swap colors, that is perfectly fine. Begin by selecting your first color. Cut on the dotted line up the middle of the circle, and then neatly cut on the lines to separate your arcs. You may use as many colors as you want, but we are trying to be respectful of our art supplies, so we want to make sure we aren't creating lots of waste. There will be a tall white bucket at your table today for scraps. Any uncut arcs should be placed back in the basket it came from for others to use later. And if you end up cutting out arcs and decide not to use them, just place them in the clear bucket for other students to choose from. A big part of creativity is the ability to play. Play around with your design before you commit to gluing your pieces down. Experiment with different layouts while remembering to follow our guidelines to keep things flat and within the square. Once you have some pieces the way you like them, then you can start gluing them together. For this, we will use our glue sponge. Before I glue mine down, I try to find the side that has the remnants of the printed black line, and I want that side to go down so all I see is clean paper on the front of my design. I place my shape on top of the glue sponge, press down with a couple of fingers, and then press it into place on my background. If you get some glue on your fingertips, there will be washcloths at your table, or you can also rub your fingers together to create friction and brush that dried glue away. Once you get a few pieces in place, be sure to flip the whole square over and give it a smoothing back massage. At the end of class, our timer will beep, and that is your signal that it is time to clean up, whether you are finished or not. If you are completely done with your artwork, you can take it to the drying rack and set it on one of the shelves. If you did not have time to finish and you have some pieces that you need for next time, you can just slide those into a Ziploc bag. Do not zip the top shut. Once you have all of your pieces gathered for next week, you can take both the bag and your small paper together to the drying rack, and then your job is to come back and work on getting your table cleaned up. Make sure that all of your scrap pieces go into the tall white bucket. If you have any uncut arcs, you can put those back in the basket they came from. If you've got a bunch of extra arcs that no one needs, please put them in the clear box, that way other kids can choose from the ones you've already cut. Today you will be focusing on your own individual square. Your design is going to look completely different from the person sitting next to you, and that is exactly the point. While we are working individually today, the real magic happens when we bring all of our unique designs together. When we connect these blocks on the wall to make a bigger quilt, your curves and your neighbor's curves are going to collide, merge, and flow into each other. It takes every single one of our different perspectives to create the bigger picture. Our classroom, school, and artwork won't be complete without your unique voice.